Marcus.
This is done. I'm going back as soon as...
We're gonna bring all the corpses with us. That is the powerful caster corpses. The cleric, the inquisitor.
And you guys pick them up.
Yep. And I am going to scourge this area before we leave.
You can scorch it, then I'll word of recall us.
How? That is 31, I think.
Oh no, we don't see the attacks though.
31.
Where do you plan to word of recall?
Well, he doesn't really have a choice.
You have to leave, so...
We shouldn't go to the island, I think. Not immediately.
It's 31 damage on number 9.
It's basically something I want to test.
Right. Cash.
If you so desire, I can definitely burn both of these rooms very easily.
Eh, he's dead.
Hit, 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 hit. The second haste isn't actually a thing.
Alright.
Oh, okay, that works.
Right.
If you so desire, I can burn both rooms with one spell.
Also, it is not quiet at all.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, like commotion and storming around and like ballistas loosening and whatnot. Just the crashing, smashing of stone and like sizzling and whatnot. There's quite the commotion.
Do you need
Zacharias,
Cash to dismiss her?
yes, please.
Okay.
Zacharias looks around and points to the cleric and the inquisitor. Pick up the corpses, then
Marcus
back out. I am going to scorch this place, burn every blood and fiber that's ever took place here. There will be no trace except ashes. Nothing to work with for resurrections.
One
Marcus
firestorm coming right up.
After Zacharias turns to Sirius, after that, we should, and I will teleport us out to a somewhat safe place for Theodora to approach us. She usually tends to approach us after we are done with the missions, and I don't want her to arrive on the island. Hopefully they do not yet know that we have taken the island. There is no point in giving them a guided tour.
I recommend everyone move back to the staircase. That's the only place I will leave unscorched.
We basically grab all the valuables.
Marcus hoists the two big guy corpses, or like the two like non-king corpses over his shoulder.
Yeah, as I said, basically everyone be on the staircase, and then what I'm going to do is just scorch the entire room with 28 d6 of damage.
Get off of me!
Which is why I don't want you to be
It's
standing.
used on me.
Because my square and the staircase will be the only safe squares.
It's probably like acid dripping down the stairway.
Probably. But yes. So basically, no, sorry, 28 d6 of fire damage as I scorch the entire room with 2 firestorms. No trace of anything should be left.
Just ashes.
Let's see that. 28.
You don't, I don't think you need to roll it.
I don't think you need to.
Basically, just like flash burn the entire.
Yeah.
I am ready to leave now.
Well, with that, Zacharias will teleport the party out of here.
To where?
Yes, well,
Coordinates.
Brandoska.
yes, to Brandiska. Now it's time.
That's a brilliant idea.
I'm thinking going to the mansion in Gaston Hall.
Fine with me.
Sure.
It's a place we know. It's a place that should still be secure. At least there wouldn't be like armies close by or invading that place.
Probably.
Oh, I'm not deaf anymore.
No, you're not.
Whoa, what are
you
you saying?
Oh yeah,
You stop being deaf at round 6.
1 second, Kyron.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't.
Kyron!
Yes.
I'm gonna give you a present.
Sure. Lamondus likes presents.
Gain 61 HP.
That's a good present. You have pleased Lamondus for now.
I'm a diplomat.
So yeah, to the mansion.
Away! I find it's appropriate. Azura says the body of the king.
Unless we somehow conceive that going upstairs is safe for us.
Doesn't seem so.
No, I didn't think so.
I'm afraid I don't have an acid immunity spell on hand.
Although Telemundus would love to see what his father did, but you know,
Yeah, well, we can scry on it maybe.
maybe.
Or if nothing else, you can come back here and-
or maybe Telemundus for his like dragon's eye can sense what is happening. Who knows?
I don't think dragons work that way.
What?
Or maybe you can just
I
fly
don't
back
know.
here later and see the entire building burn down.
I mean, if you want,
Melt
all
it
right.
down.
How about this then? If you want something dramatic, I mean, we could certainly like teleport out to a hill close by. I doubt there's like an army on the hill, but
Nah, let's just go to the mansion.
To the mansion.
All right,
We can land on the dining table.
mansion it is. Copy your things and come here.
Come in.
Copied.
The garden hall map actually exists.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Where do we teleport to?
the
We're in
mansion.
the
Quick.
garden hall map.
Where?
Dining table.
Poof!
Get off my
Ta-da!
face.
Oh.
I like how many of us just, like, picked
All
the
of you off
same-
my face.
Well, you know, I like to be close to you.
Apparently.
Always a pleasure.
Let's get rid of all those.
I'll
mobs, shall
teleport
we?
right here.
Cash almost falls
Now
off the
to
table.
go about the bloody business of deactivating mods.
There's one moment I need to dispel my 5,000 wards, so I can't see anything. It's too much glitter. 1 haste, 1 wings of flame, 1 aura of presence.
Oh, goodbye computing power.
Yeah. As we chug away all this
Oh.
fun.
Ho!
It shouldn't take this much, but Java.
Ah, there we go. I'm good.
I-
I'm sorry, Manika's GM chat
Yes, it's GM check.
flooded with all these like removing.
He gets it twice with me. Once me removing my personal mods, and then once me removing active mods.
Well, as we appear in the mansion, and sort of Zacharias floats off the table, he sort of turns around, looks at the party, and you think if he could smile, he probably would.
He's always smiling.
And then for a split second, his form sort of changes, and he stands there looking as he did before. His battle mode off, and he's looking human again. Can I? I'm still too afraid to actually
I wouldn't.
To what?
use
Disguise.
the disguise command to
No,
make
it's
me.
fine. Just say that.
Yep, he's looking his old self at the moment.
You can always physically change your token image.
Yeah, about using those guys.
By like if you double click your token and then like in the top left you can.
We
Yeah,
we
that's what I
hide
use.
we hide Zacharias over here for a bit, and now this is Zacharias.
I missed that picture.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see you do anything.
I don't think he did.
Oh, there's a knife spinning on the table.
You don't see anything?
I didn't. I might have disconnected.
No, I
I'm
don't
not
see
sure.
you having moved. You just
Oh,
Uh,
now I do. Oh,
I saw it.
massive lag. I think.
no, he
that's-
still just looks like.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
because
see it
all the
either.
mods. I'm still the only person that hasn't taken their mods off, or that has taken their mods off on my screen.
I've taken
I
mine
see
off.
everyone having haste still, except for Cash.
Yeah, we're all unsynced.
It's
I
just
just
lagging.
take a bit
Save the server,
Yeah,
Manikai.
Yeah,
Not
not now.
now.
Not now, you fool.
Anything will break.
Oh god, I see everything flying around.
I don't at all.
Well, if the server crashes now, that's not
Let me
big
just-
deal
What
since we're
do
not
you
in the middle
do?
of
Let
Let me
anything.
just pop
Why
out to
should
the
come here?
store for a while.
Let's continue
Okay.
while this goes on.
I think Zacharias was about to say something.
Zacharias was about.
Cash will light a cigar and heal herself with the smoke.
So, Zacharias actually smiles towards the party, and he says, "That was something." He sort of shrugs. "We did something I thought not possible. We have actually killed the king." He sort of floats up to the wall, just leaning against it.
Azorius looks away from the table and towards Zacharias, where he sees a grin more devilish than what you'd imagine Desda having. It has been so long since I first dreamed of such an idea. It's delicious, don't you think? We have done something which many could never even imagine.
We have done something Thorn himself could not do, because if he could, he would have done it already.
And most notably, we have something very powerful at our disposal: the Libradarian.
Yes, that needs to be studied and considered very carefully indeed. Zacharias nods slowly. It is too bad that we couldn't recover some of the cultural artifacts of our dear Duke, but he will have to suffice, I think.
Should I begin the process of making it so the king's body cannot be raised?
Zacharias nods. Yes, that must be our top priority.
Catch looks really, really happy and smoking her cigar. And she looks at Telemundus and Azorius, offering one a cigar. So it's still those really good cigars.
Oh, Telemundus with a cigar.
No.
Well, Solomonus just raises a scaly eyebrow and doesn't really respond at all. But he does look towards the party, or Zacharias mostly, and says, "Do not forget who made this victory possible."
Me!
Zacharias nods. Indeed not. But we paid for his services, I should think.
I did not mean him.
Zacharias just smiles
Cat
towards
smiles
Telemundus.
at the fact that he didn't acknowledge that he was like, me, you fool. Cat just smiles, walks over to Azorius. Want a cigar?
Sure, I'd love one. Also, Telemundus here.
She looks at
one more thing for you.
She looks at Zacharias and Marcus. You don't go into these kind of stuff since you're dead. You can't really enjoy it, but that's why I'm not offering you.
Zacharias looks positively shocked. And then he smiles towards Telemundus. Welcome to the camaraderie of working in a group, Telemundus.
Azorius puts the king's corpse on the floor.
Oh, and Marcus drops the two other guys that's been on his shoulders this whole time. He's just been sitting in the chair with them, just
So step one, let's stop the body from decaying.
Yes.
Gentle repose put on the corpse, which it's not a permanent solution to stop it decaying, but that can be done later.
Yep. General repose is still a good way to.
For 2 weeks, the body will not decay.
Cat does something maybe something you would find unusual. At least I've never seen her done it. She walks over here and just lays down on the floor and smiles. She's like, ah, my revenge is
Relaxing, Lady
complete.
Cat.
Well, my master would have been so proud of me.
I'm sure he would have. Now, on to more important business. King, you should not be raised.
He smiles at Azorius. She was a female.
I apologize. I'm sure we can have some stories about it later.
Smiles,
No.
but I
No,
think
thank
that's too dirty for your mind, Azorius.
She says that to the Hell
Take a
Cleric.
Azorius will not react to the comment. We'll begin pouring the unholy water across the corpse.
Well, I don't think you need me for these kind of stuff, so I'll take a bath.
Chloe, get a cigar?
No.
Oh, come on.
Okay, fine, you can have a cigar.
There.
She's like, "Meh."
You sit
Yes.
there, no, Chloe.
She has the same voice as Groucho Marx.
She'll sit there and smoke and casual. I'll take a bath.
Zacharias,
When you're done, Azorius, you can
Azorius.
join me if you want.
it would be a pleasure. So Zacharias, here, one king's corpse to put in your bag of holding. It shall not rot, it shall not smell, and it would take a rather powerful caster to raise it, or even communicate with it.
Zacharias nods. Excellent. Picks up the bag of holding, stuffs the corpse into the bag of holding. For now.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah,
In the
it's-
event that the minute that you disappear, your stuff goes with you.
So I'll write in my inventory 1 king corpse.
What one magically preserved and protected king corpse. Now, if you require, I am almost completely out of spells. All I have left is one ticket back to the Isle.
Zacharias nods. Same here. If something perchance does try to invade this place, we are retreating immediately. But hopefully we have a small reprieve at least. But be on the lookout.
Zacharias says that. You hear a knock on the front door. Sounds very insistent.
About that, I will get Lady Cash.
You also hear
Zacharias.
what sounds like commotion outside.
Oh? What type of commotion?
Like people
Like cops?
scream and whatnot.
Is it the Popo?
The what?
The police.
Police. Zacharias motions to Marcus.
Cash will feel
Marcus will
so
disguise
easily
himself.
there. Ah, so close and yet so far.
Zacharias motions to the others to sort of get to the damn dining room because, if there's trouble, we're leaving.
I felt it.
himself
I
as
felt it. I
Marcus
just
Waitler.
can't catch a break.
Azura seems to be ready to speak the word of recall.
And luckily, he still has undetectable alignment on.
It's
Fine,
true!
now.
It's 24 hours.
Yeah, so he will open the door.
Sure. Outside, he sees Theodora and the 9 Devil Sisters standing. People are screaming and pointing and
Oh, shit! Oh no!
running around. And
Well, there goes
she
this
stands
hideout.
here, sort of waving to them. The Devil's flaming bows hovering slightly over the ground, and says, "Ah, my lord, Thorn brings his regards as the news of your victory comes to his ears. May I come in and speak?"
Marcus.
As it is, Thorn would like to invite all of you to meet with him in his mansion. I shall bring you there at once.
Marcus
This,
says.
of course, I must stress, is a great honor.
Marcus says, "Come in, and we shall discuss it when all are present." And he steps
Very well.
back and leads them inside. Marcus leads her to the dining room. Leads them, I guess.
We
Entourage.
might better make this a bit fast. I don't think the locals took too kindly to our appearance.
Ah, yes, of course. Generally, that happens when an entourage of devils appears on the streets.
Wrong move. Marcus.
You need to be
I'm-
touching
I'm-
someone else, anyone else.
Oh, there's a lot of Devil Sisters.
Yes.
I don't see them. Where are? Oh, there they are.
Sisters?
They'll have their fire bows and magic.
Marcus says that good-naturedly, as if he knows how it works,
You can walk in the room.
like a good aligned area.
Stop. Zacharias, when the Devil Sister comes, basically when he sees the Devil Sisters and Theodora, he holds up a hand and says, "Theodora is invited to counsel with us, not you." He points to the Devil Sisters. "You wait outside."
Joel said, "It'll be quick."
Zacharias frowns at her. "It will be if
And
they
reach
don't
out
leave
her,
us."
Her hands. Her
She
hands.
what?
You reach out her hands. Take them, and I shall bring you directly to Thorn.
Zacharias
That is what you have wanted all along, is it not?
Zacharias looks at her and says, "We are done with Thorn." And then he casts Greater Teleport, getting us out of here.
Alright.
Back to Dragon Isle.
Imagine not having someone who can teleport right now.
Dragon Isle we go. The map that we can't actually load.
It's true. Unless Malachi has
Here,
like
there,
the...
that might be the time to stop.
Oh, okay. Sure. Well, as we appear in the designated room. Zacharias turns around to the rest of the group, and he says, "It is done then. We are in a more or less open rebellion against Thorn now. I think
my thoughts is if she knew it was at the mansion, she knows we're here probably.
Zacharias shakes his head. No, this place is magically warded. No scrying or tracking can pass through the wards.
They have no way of knowing unless they've physically seen us enter.
Which they didn't. I made sure I cast the teleportation spell and not Asurius' word of recall. If he did recall, they could surmise that there must be a place we know well. With the greater teleportation, they have no way of knowing where we went."
Well, good. Azores.
Even a place I know well, though, admittedly, is hundreds, but nonetheless.
We need to make the possibilities as bewildering as possible. I doubt we can stay hidden indeterminate amount of time on the isle, but this should give us enough time to recuperate and consider the next strategy.
In simplicity, though, the two of us need our spells back, and the others need to be able to rest from their exhaustion.
Zacharias nods and says, "We cannot simply storm the gates of the Agathium. It would be quite more dangerous than even the Adarium, I dare say. We must prepare this. We must research. We must find Thorn's phylactery."
Yes, and I believe I have something in mind which may be able to greatly increase my own chance of being able to get in there unscathed as well. We must begin our preparations, though.
We have done a great favor for our mutual friend Desitor. He should show up with some information and clues. He promised us so if we killed that lava outsider, which we did. He owes us.
And he will obey his word. Devils have no choice but to do so.
Indeed. He seems to be amicable enough for us. Towards us. I hope he stays so. Theodora will no doubt run to Thorn to report our treachery. And yes, we are in open rebellion. It is our forces against Thorn's. Zacharias laughs slightly. I wonder who will prove the stronger.
And so we conclude Book 4. Closing it behind us. Done.
Book 4 done.
King dead.
Okay, the quickest chapter.
A land, a nation thrown into chaos, and an army without a head.
I'll say one thing here at the end of Book 4 that is very exciting to me, and it is that up until now we have kinda known where we're going and why and on whose authority.
Now we have no idea.
And now I suddenly don't know. I don't know where we're gonna go from here, and that is super exciting.
Usually the presentation happens at the end of the book.
Exactly.
Not with Book 5.
Exactly.
And as it would happen, we can reveal the name of Book 5, The Devil My Only Master.
Oh.
Yes, the devil is my only master.
Yeah. Because because now we're actually, for the first time for real, we're acting on our own volition. We're not controlled or led by the nose by Thorn. We had said enough.
Yeah. So I think we should, I'll save this thing and disconnect you and such, but we should stay a little bit and have, as usual, sort of a post-book evaluation talk.
Oh, definitely.
Of what we think about it, what happened, how it compares,
Mm-hmm.
What we liked, what we didn't like, stuff like that. Of course, we've done that sort of recently, so maybe not going through the beginning of this book, because we had the anniversary episode.
Indeed.
We kind of went for the beginning of it, but sort of the ending after the pace began taking up. We should go through. So if you will save your tokens, you might need them. I mean, who knows if you're going to get experience enough to level, right?
Oh,
Who knows?
And I can tell you will get one rest at least.
Okay, well, that is nice.
It's happened.
If I didn't get a rest before the next combat, I could do nothing.
Which is why I also teleport as a way, because we know We cannot fight Theodora and all those Devil Sisters at this point.
I mean, I can do one thing, which is one blasphemy, and then I'm out. So,
They don't really care about that.
Out of character, I don't think Theodora is our enemy. She's being
No.
forced to be.
Yes.
Theodora
Oh,
is not her
at the
enemy,
moment.
but right now she is against us.
I agree with Sheep. I don't think Theodora is actually our enemy. I think she kind of roots for us in a way. Because, who does she serve? Really, she serves Hell, and clearly Hell is on our side, right?
I mean, Hell did open up when we attacked the Veil, for example.
Yeah. I think Desitor said that Thornus had gone crazy, and Hell is like, we need new people.
They need a new cardinal for the throne.
Yep.
And I believe someone here is willing to step up to the plate.
You will be the priest king of.
The High King of the Asmodean Church.
Yeah. You will be a perfect king, I think.
And then I'll have two crowns, one for Talengard and one for the church.
Well, you have the scepter for the church and the crown for the throne, and then you have like a third thing for something.
The world.
That's ambitious. We're not there quite yet.
We have book 6.
Raz likes the idea of forming a theocracy.
No.
Devil theocracy.
I mean, a devil theocracy for him is better than the
A devil
Mithrin.
theocracy.
Maybe now we should end the arcane blight on this
Exactly.
island. For all.
A devil theocracy, which is perfectly allowed to study arcane.
Well, I mean, as long as it's not summoning angels, right?
Exactly.
Well,
I mean-
Zacharias has a permit to summon whatever he wants.
I mean, it is the ramifications of this book
Powerful.
is quite staggering when you think of it, because we've done so much. Like killing the king, like we have cut off not only the king, but we killed like his closest advisors probably when we took down the Inquisitor and the cleric.
Also, something I've mentioned in chat before, we got Chargaman to kill the daughter of, like, the big boss Silver Dragon woman.
But we're not sure. We actually don't know what happened up there.
That is true. We
Well,
don't
we're
know what
assuming
happened.
Targaman didn't get killed.
Assuming things, that means that big boss Silver Dragon woman might get pissed at Chargaman, which
Yeah.
might not directly influence us, but that's something.
We can certainly scry on the battle to see what happened. We can, I mean, Telemandus could fly to Shargaman's Isle and talk to him afterwards and be like, "Hey,
No.
how did it go?" Oh, send Yarathon.
No.
You go talk to him.
It's like, by the way, we forgot to tell you that the princess is actually, someone you don't want to kill, because then you might get enemies and stuff.
I'm sure we have ways to find out what on earth happened in the battle.
There were no witnesses
No,
in that city.
no one saw it.
Matherin.
That must have been that. Damn it! I'm kind of sad we missed it, but we had to get out of there.
If we had experienced it, we would be worse for wear, at least.
Probably. But yeah, we we freaking killed the king.
Yeah.
Like something. I think I like jokingly said something about it, like on like among the first sessions or something in book 1. But now we actually did it. And it's super exciting.
Right. Male line is broken.
Yeah. We have.
No, it's not. The Libra says otherwise.
It's true.
They also have a lot of different people who are related, yes.
It was miraculously saved.
I don't know
Probably
how many of them are still alive and around,
Probably by divine intervention. We can track them down with the codex, though, right?
potentially.
We have the names, I guess.
I mean, it was miraculously saved from the dragon attack, and this Asurius Ravenheart is apparently a long-lost cousin, but in direct line to the king, so...
Oh, book says so.
Let Hell's King take the throne.
It's a different handwriting, but,
We have forgery.
We do have forgery. We have
oh well.
Actually, between me and Zacharias, we have amazing linguistics.
I even have a
we have
scriptorium on the isle. We get a bonus.
Yeah, and also we have due to having his book here, which
Well.
has his writing already in it, we can copy it even easier.
So, about this book, Book 4, let's take it from when you left Davrin to talk to Jargamon. Like, what has been the heights and lows in these from that point, and how have you been enjoying it? What could have been better? What could have been worse?
Well,
Comments?
I certainly think that talking to Jagan was one of my high points. I'm slightly biased, but I think even if I wasn't, that would have been kind of great. Because it was like all tense and stuff, and we probably could have died there even though it was not an actual
yeah.
battle encounter. So that is something that I haven't encountered before. And that was quite interesting. And quite scary.
A talking encounter that actually mattered a lot.
Yeah.
Which was exciting.
After that, we attacked the island of Iramenthus, I suppose.
Yeah.
Which was enjoyable, although slightly dungeon crawly. Though that was probably mostly our fault, since we just decided to, screw everything and just attack.
We kind of botched the first attempt.
We kind of botched the first
Didn't
attempt.
go with the diplomatic route or the stealth route, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. We could have done things differently, but we
Did the
didn't.
face route.
Getting control over the island was certainly very surprising and very good for us, definitely, since not only does it give us as in the players a lot of control and RP possibilities and stuff, it's also a headquarters